The Suez Canal opening, a triumph of engineering and global trade. The Suez Canal, a remarkable feat of engineering and a critical conduit for global trade, holds a prominent place in the annals of human history. Its opening in the 19th century reshaped international commerce and navigation, significantly reducing travel times and costs for ships traveling between Europe and Asia. In this comprehensive article, we will delve into the historical context, planning, construction, and the far-reaching impact of the Suez Canal's grand opening. The historical context. To understand the significance of the Suez Canal, it's essential to grasp the historical backdrop against which this landmark project emerged. The concept of connecting the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea through a canal dates back to ancient times. Pharaohs, Roman emperors, and other rulers attempted various projects, but the harsh desert environment and technological limitations hindered their efforts. European imperialism. By the 19th century, European powers were expanding their colonial empires and seeking more efficient trade routes to their Asian possessions. The route around the southern tip of Africa was long and perilous, prompting renewed interest in a navigable passage through the Isthmus of Suez. The realization of the Suez Canal owed much to the vision of a French engineer named Ferdinand de Lesseps. He envisioned a canal that would connect the Mediterranean and Red Seas, shortening the voyage between Europe and Asia considerably. Ferdinand de Lesseps. Ferdinand de Lesseps, often referred to as the Great Engineer, championed the canal's construction. His belief in the feasibility of the project and his tenacity in securing support were instrumental in bringing the vision to fruition. International diplomacy. De Lesseps faced numerous obstacles, including opposition from the Ottoman Empire, which controlled Egypt at the time. However, he used diplomacy and political maneuvering to garner support from European powers, including France and Britain. Construction of the Suez Canal. The construction of the Suez Canal was a monumental endeavor that involved overcoming formidable challenges. The Suez Canal's route traversed a harsh desert environment, with extreme temperatures and challenging terrain. Workers had to contend with scorching heat, shifting sands, and limited resources. A significant labor force was required for the construction, and workers came from various parts of the world, including Egypt, Europe, and Asia. Their labor was grueling, often involving hand digging and moving earth with basic tools. Technological innovations. The construction of the Suez Canal witnessed various technological innovations. Steam-driven machinery, dredging equipment, and new excavation techniques all contributed to the project's success. On February 17, 1867, the Suez Canal was officially inaugurated in a grand ceremony attended by dignitaries from around the world. The opening of the canal had several significant implications. The Suez Canal immediately became a vital trade route, significantly reducing the time and costs associated with travel between Europe and Asia. It facilitated the movement of goods, people, and ideas on a global scale. Geopolitical significance. The canal's opening had geopolitical implications, as it altered the balance of power in the region. It allowed European colonial powers to reinforce their presence in Asia and Africa, while also expanding their commercial interests. The Suez Canal contributed to economic growth in Egypt and stimulated urban development in cities like Port Said and Suez. It provided a source of revenue for the Egyptian government through tolls and transit fees. Challenges and crises. The Suez Canal's history has been marked by challenges and crises that have tested its resilience and the international community's ability to manage conflicts. Suez Crisis, 1956. One of the most significant challenges in the canal's history was the Suez Crisis of 1956. The nationalization of the canal by Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser led to a military intervention by Britain, France, and Israel. International pressure, particularly from the United States and the Soviet Union, eventually forced the withdrawal of these forces. The Suez Canal has been closed during various conflicts in the region, including the Arab-Israeli wars. These closures disrupted global trade and necessitated extensive clearing operations to remove sunken ships and debris. Expansion and modernization. To meet the demands of modern shipping and accommodate larger vessels, the Suez Canal underwent significant expansion and modernization in the 21st century. Egypt initiated the construction of the new Suez Canal in 2014, a parallel channel to the original waterway. This expansion aimed to reduce waiting times and enhance the canal's capacity. Impact on global trade. The modernization efforts have allowed the Suez Canal to remain a critical artery for global trade, handling billions of dollars worth of goods annually and maintaining its position as one of the world's busiest waterways. Conclusion: a global lifeline. The opening of the Suez Canal in the 19th century transformed maritime navigation, international trade, and geopolitical dynamics. This engineering marvel bridged continents, shortened voyages, and reshaped economies. While the canal has faced challenges and crises, its enduring legacy underscores its status as a global lifeline, connecting nations and facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas across the world's seas.